Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be making the pork dumplings from the Spider-Man PS4 game. First thing we're going to do is make our sauce. Get your bowl here, and then you're going to add half a cup of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon of freshly minced Chinese chives. If you don't have Chinese chives, use regular ones. Then you got a tablespoon of sesame seeds and 1 teaspoon of chili garlic sauce. And then you're just going to whisk all that together until it becomes a nice cohesive unit. And this is going to be your dipping sauce, of course, for your dumplings when they finish. Make sure you taste it, give it a little whisk afterwards, and then, of course, you want to taste it again just to be sure. And then you're going to take this after it's all well and good, adjust seasonings to whatever you would like, set it off the side, and then we're going to make our filling. You want 1 pound of ground pork, and then you're going to take 1 egg, and you're going to beat it like it owes you money. And just keep whisking it all together. And then eventually, when you feel satisfied that it is fully whisked, I like to over whisk everything myself, you're going to dump it straight into your pork mixture. That's going to help bind everything. And then you're going to do 2 tablespoons of your freshly chopped Chinese chives again, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce after that. Make sure you don't measure over the bowl like I do here because you will probably spill it. And then we got 1.5 tablespoons of sesame oil and 1 tablespoon of ginger that is freshly minced. I went ahead with the zester rather than mincing it because honestly it gets about the same consistency either way. And I like to eyeball most of my stuff because, I mean, who really measures anything? Anyways, after you're done, you're going to take your hands, well, I took my hands and I mixed it all up. You may want to opt to go with a spoon or something like that because after you get done mixing all this up, you'll realize that you have pork all over your hands and egg and everything like that. And then you have to wash your hands before you can continue on with anything else. But anyways, you will mix this fully up, make sure it's all well and combined and everything is kind of all in there. Make so every bite is just as tasty as the last. All right, next thing you want to do is you're going to get your dumpling wrappers here. Once I'm done mixing, there we go. Get your dumpling wrappers. I couldn't find dumpling wrappers, so I just went for the wonton wrappers. Make sure you they're about the same. Make sure you wet your edges, and then you're going to fold them over, and then you make little pleats in your thing, kind of just folding one edge over on top of itself and then pressing it all together. And then you'll just fill all your dumplings like that. You'll see later in the video that this wasn't really working and I overfilled this one a little bit. You want to do about half a teaspoon or half a tablespoon of filling. This one's just a little overfilled, but you can see kind of the thing you want to go for. You'll see later in the video that I opted for a different shape. And then you just fill the rest of them like that. All right, getting your pan of oil nice and hot. You're going to set your dumplings in there not to overcrowd them because if they're overcrowded, the pan loses heat and it just doesn't work right. You see here I got my ones like that. The ones I tried to fold with the little pleat, but eventually got tired of doing that. So I just went for an old, where I took all 4 corners, met them in the middle, and then pressed it all together, as you see here. And this honestly works just as well. You don't need the little fancy shapes. All right, you're gonna get them in there, and you're gonna let them cook till they get a nice golden color on one side. And just make sure you stand there and watch and wait and wait and wait some more. While they get that golden color, as you see around the edges there, that they're starting to get the color. Once they get a little bit of color to them, do not flip them. You're going to take about a cup of water, maybe 2 cups, depending on the size of your pan, and you're going to pour it in there, and then you're going to close your lid and let them all steam until everything is fully cooked and tender on the inside here. And just like the Spider-Man recipe, I realized that my stove was too hot, just like MJ's. So doing it again because the other one stuck and burnt. There was not enough water, maybe not enough water. Pan was a little too high. So I got the non-stick pan out now. Same concept. You're gonna put things in, put them in there. Don't overcrowd them. And once they are crispy and golden on one side, you'll add your water again, and then steam until complete. And then once again, you'll just wait for this. Don't walk away or it will burn. And yeah, I like the cat or not the cast iron, the stainless steel skillet. It gives a little better color than the non-stick ones. See here, I'm trying some of my disaster, and they were pretty well good. All right, add your water and cover, and then steam until complete. And then once those are done, you're going to plate them up. And to plate them up, you see I got my sauce here, my little fancy dish, and I'm going to place my dumplings all around it. I did have a couple that stuck, but again, my stove apparently is a little hotter than I thought it was, and so I had a couple that did stick. Probably could have prevented that with a little extra water, but what are you going to do at this point? We're just going to make sure we get all these on our plate here. Arranged nice and neatly around my dipping sauce. Be careful, they are hot. As you see here, I'm touching it with my hands because, I'm not thinking at all. You see the nice golden color I got on the bottom of them. And they all look amazing and delicious. They're fully cooked, even though the wrapper around the rest of it doesn't look like it. They are fully cooked at this point. Make sure if you want to temp it, stick a thermometer in. Your pork, you want to get it to about 145 to 150 to make sure it's fully cooked on the center. And then after you get it all plated up, most important fact, you're going to take it and get your chopsticks out, and you want to have a nice taste. Oh, little extra sesame seeds, just to make it even fancier. And then you'll, all important taste test, dunk in your sauce, put it in your mouth, chew it up, and be amazed at how great it is. Now, I'm going to take this and finish it for my lunch. Have a great day.